And hello, we are back live on Hawk Radio. We are here at HC. I'm Sid.
Trevea.
Tati.
And AJ.
And we got us a variety of topics we are going to marinate about, everyone. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. All right, so we will be back after this break. We are back live on Hawk Radio. You'll listen to the Barbershop on Live 365. We're going to take you right into our first topic, which is music.
Yay.
Yeah, so first up, we got BTS. We know they've had some big tours coming up, but we have a new album that they got.
Oh, what's it called?
It's so
Airing.
Yes, Airing.
The one in,
okay.
It's simple, but like it's BTS.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, BTS. Like, who can go wrong with that? So, they've staged a global takeover with their new album, Airing, securing an album bomb, which has already over 110 million listens on Spotify.
So it's officially out?
It's officially out.
Okay.
Yes.
You mean an album hit?
Album hit?
Okay. When I hear bomb, I think of something that's bad.
Right. I know. Yeah, you may be thinking like
You said
movies.
album bomb. I'm thinking something bombed
When
on
you
the
said
album.
that, I just thought like, oh, they must have been a big hit.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah. But according to Variety, this has made records with obviously 1 million first day streams on Spotify. So
Because Army's like that. Because
Yeah.
Army is like that.
They're
We're-
locked in.
BTS has grown significantly, especially in Florida with what we have. It's just insane.
Well, a lot of it also to do with they've been gone for like what, maybe at a minimum 2 years. Not
Yeah.
to say
Right.
if they've been gone longer than that. So the nostalgia's there too for them. The,
Sure.
The yeah, I can't think of the word. The wanting,
The yearning.
the yearning.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They were yearning for them to come back.
Yeah.
As a Army myself, this whole album just gives like all their old music vibes. Like their older
Oh, that's nice.
albums called like It was why am I blanking on the song? Was a Darkwing was one of their album names, and it was very hip hop inspired. It was it was a lot of heavy beats, basically heavy raps. And that's kind of like what I got from this. So it's like it's a really nostalgia.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's what the fans want to see.
Yeah.
That's what the fans want to see.
All right, and we also have country, holding its ground. We
Ugh.
know.
Yeehaw.
You did not just do that.
Oh, I
Look,
lost
we all
that.
have we all have our own takes on country. I'm a fan of it. Just depends on the person. That may say much, but we got Morgan Wallen. He Country Music Awards, and he ended up winning all the country categories with his latest album.
Were there no competitions?
Well, Morgan Wallen's also probably the biggest country star right now.
But like all of them, there's no other like good country
No
stars
one
right
Who's
now.
released a banger like Morgan Wallen over the last year?
Right.
There was
Wait,
no
isn't
Zach Bryan. There was
Yeah.
no Shabuzi.
Well, I know
no
there's Bryan
Jelly
Adams.
Roll.
There's Shabuzi. I don't know. Is Jelly Roll country?
He's more soul.
Yeah.
He gives me more soul vibes.
Really?
He does.
Oh,
And this is gonna
okay.
sound really bad, but it's a black man trapped in a white man's body. He's
No,
he's
no.
got some soul.
I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that one.
Let's be real. My
Yeah.
man got some soul.
That's crazy. But anyways, his album "I'm the Problem" became a top 5 powerhouse after winning the country category in the iHeart Music Awards. So
Again, not surprised. Morgan Wallen's probably been one of the biggest country stars since he came on the scene. Almost every album he's released has been just a banger.
Right.
What was it?
A country banger.
Banger's a banger. To me, I like Morgan Wallen than more than I like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift can go kick rocks compared to Morgan Wallen, for all I'm concerned.
okay, well, we all have our yeah. There's nothing wrong with that, but we have a London Wireless Festival that appears every year.
London?
It's like a music festival, and apparently 2 of their biggest sponsors, Pepsi and Diageo, have pulled their funding away because of the
What?
controversy.
How? Diago.
What's that?
It's a I don't know what exactly it was, but it was a big
Yeah.
sponsor, and they've pulled their funding due to the controversy with Kanye West.
Oh.
And so a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's so stupid. He shouldn't have done that." But he's had a lot of controversy.
There's
in his
10 million
times.
things he should have not done, and they're
Right.
like just canceling him for. Well, what did he do?
Because he
What
had a lot
hasn't
of.
he done?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what's the newest thing he's done though? Like, what's he get? Like, why they don't want to sponsor him?
I think they mentioned because he doesn't meet their city values, and like what are that?
He said that, or like
the London mayor said that.
the London mayors
so-
that
said
he doesn't meet their values.
So, to your question, Diageo is a British multinational alcoholic beverage. It's produced iconic brands like Johnny Walker, Guinness, and Smirnoff.
Oh.
It's headquartered in London.
So he probably promoted
okay.
something like that, and they were like, "We're not going to do that,"
But Kanye West, even if he hasn't done anything recent, I don't know if you'd want to associate with him anyways, given his
Right,
history.
yeah.
Yeah.
Between the anti-Semitic tweets, his public support of Diddy, everything he's done, that dude has done nothing but cause problems for people and cause headaches for sponsors.
Yeah. I kind of stopped. I listen. So as an ex Kanye West fan, I'm not gonna lie. The downfall of Kanye West is a bit heartbreaking to watch because I just want him to go back to making music because I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with Ye. 'Cause that's not Kanye. That's Ye. That's a whole different person.
Kanye and Ye.
That 2 completely separate different persons. That he has gone off the rails. And I don't blame London for not wanting to be associated with him. I don't. However, in good news, he had a sold out show in Japan.
Japan.
I mean, he got that going for him. Just don't go over to London.
I guess not.
I think his butt needed to just stop making music and disappear for a little bit.
Maybe.
Take care of his
Yeah.
freaking mental.
Yeah.
he's to go on like a sabbatical or something, and then
Facts.
come back.
So we also have some new albums and tours coming out. So first of all, June 14th, mark your calendars, because that is when Olivia Rodrigo, if you guys are fans of her, drops her 3rd album
Yay.
since the big Spill Your Guts album.
I don't know
So
anything past her Disney days.
No, some people are sleeping on Olivia Rodrigo. Like her sad music is so good, and I
Oh
heard
yeah,
that.
she had that one like vampire song or.
Like I feel like her first album was like peak sad girl, like peak sad girl. But I heard this new album's gonna be pretty sad, and Phoebe Bridgers is co-writing some of the songs. And she's like the saddest artist ever.
That's interesting. So we got that coming out. Maybe a future sold out tour. I know she's had good experience with tours in the past. We also have Shakira coming back.
Shakira?
Yes, she's
Shakira,
making a
Shakira.
tour. So I
I
think
think that girl's hips don't lie.
Wait, what happened with her and her taxes? Is she back?
I think what did they say, like double X? She's coming back or something like that.
Double X.
I think
What?
that's like a nickname or that's like a
She's called Double X.
not that what she's called, but maybe what her partner that she's working with.
Who's her partner?
Oh.
Like romantic partner or like her company that she's not company like deal? What's it?
Her producer?
Yeah, producer.
Yeah, it may be a I think it may be a Latin producer because I forget the name. But I've always been a fan of Shakira, like since like she dropped the World Cup song.
Yeah,
which
she's
is still,
great.
Which, by the way, I need her to come back and save the World Cup
Oh
song
my
because
gosh.
it sounds like a Tahoe commercial.
Ciao.
Like it sounds like it sounds like it belongs in a truck commercial and was written by a redneck. I said what I said. It's horrible.
Yeah, really, since that song, like I haven't really.
She has the best World Cup song.
Mm-hmm.
ever.
There's no denying it. And we are going to be back after this break. We are back live on Hot Rock Radio. You're listening to the Barbershop, and we have a fun segment coming up, we have fashion. So,
Fashion with Tati.
yes.
We're going to talk about the Oscars. Well, the fashion for the Oscars, which I think the Oscars were like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
So I might be a
roughly.
little late to the game. I apologize. But for those who don't know, the Oscars are an academy that celebrate art and filmmaking, according to the academy itself. And it was first founded in 1927. And apparently it was founded by 36 people, which I don't know how all that works. But okay, let's get into the, not costumes, into the outfits. So as I was doing my little research and stuff, I guess with what people were wearing and stuff, I guess now it's also translating into like mainstream fashion and like trends, whether that's from like young people or like, I don't want to say like normal people, like people who aren't famous. And then you have famous people, but definitely the best dressed people were like Tatiana Taylor. She had like a very beautiful black and white dress on. It was
She's always best dressed. Like,
and very recently, because she was in One Battle After Another.
Oh, I've heard of that.
which won an Oscar, by the way.
It won the best movie.
Exactly.
Which I was a little sad though, because it won over Sinners. But
But to be fair, Michael B. Jordan did get his
Best
first
Actor.
Oscar. So,
Props
his
to
outfit,
him.
but no. My man got his first Oscar.
yeah,
She
my
looks
man,
like
my
she
man.
murdered a dog for that dress.
Oh, like 101 Dalmatians.
Yes.
That's
But
it.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
feathers, so maybe she murdered a bird.
Either way, she murdered some animal for that dress.
Had to.
Yeah, but she looks gorgeous though, and it was designed by Matthew Blasey. I could be pronouncing his name totally wrong, but then Michael B. Jordan, I really liked his outfit. It was, I don't know, I think it was a little beyond simple. It was just a little black suit, and he had like a little chain and like some few buttons, and it was Louis Vuitton and designed by Jason Bolden, which is his stylist as well.
Very simplistic. It's actually really nice.
And it
Right?
goes with a lot of his suits. I noticed a lot of his suits are kind of like simplistic, but like they have a nice little flair to them.
Yeah, it's like a few like unique features, and I like
Yeah,
that.
if you look at it, it kind of reminds me of like a Japanese school uniform. If you look at the top of it, it
Yeah.
actually looks pretty similar to that.
Yeah,
But
I
he
also-
also loves anime, so it kind of makes sense.
It's perfect.
It does.
That's true.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal also had a pretty good outfit. It was like
Yes.
a little white long sleeve button up top, but it had like a nice like floral design.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just had some simple black slacks on, but I really liked it. And I also really liked Elle Fanning's dress. It was like very vintage Hollywood with some lace, which I noticed that lace and like floral designs were very popular on the red carpet this year. And
I actually kind of like Emma Stone's dress.
it's so cute.
It reminded me of like a casual but kind of cute. I was like,
A little jazzy night dress,
Yeah.
like a little dress for the jazz club.
exactly.
And it fits her personality beautifully.
And her hair.
Yeah, her hair, it's
Bobs
so chic. Your
are
bob is
in.
fine.
Yeah, the bob is bobbing.
What else? Oh yeah, so major trends on the carpet were feather, lace, and floral. And who won for best costume design? I believe her name was,
Oh,
because we gotta talk about the costume design. Oh, it was Kate Hawley who won
Yeah.
the Academy Award for best costume design, which is for Frankenstein, which very well deserved. Because those outfits for Frankenstein were beautiful. And the symbolism was so good with the costumes. Are you kidding me? Have you guys watched Frankenstein?
Oh yes.
I've watched it.
I haven't
Oh,
watched
yeah.
it yet, but I need to.
Wait, we're talking about the Netflix one, right?
Yeah, the new one.
Oh yeah, that one was.
Okay.
From
Yeah.
the costumes to Gilmore, it was amazing.
10 out of 10. And Jacob Elordi, like, I just thought with his performance in Euphoria, like, I didn't know how it was going to translate into him being Frankenstein, but
Who?
wow. Jacob
Yeah.
Elordi, the guy who played Frankenstein.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. I don't.
Have you watched Euphoria, the show?
No.
Do you know
Is
of
that-
it?
is that
Like,
the-
what it's about?
I've heard of the show. I've never seen an episode.
Okay, well, he plays, like, this, like, very crazy person on the show.
Oh,
That's, like,
okay.
very toxic and stuff. So I didn't know how, like, his, like, aggressive demeanor in that show was going to translate into the film, but he did beautifully. He did a nice outfit, too, on the red carpet. I kind of liked it. I kind of liked it with his mullet.
Yeah, the mullet though. I am a number one hater against mullets.
Really?
And you know what? I support that.
I don't.
Some
I don't like
people-
mullets.
Well, it's not too bad. He rocks it.
Mm-mm.
I think it's not like straight up mullet. It's kind of like a little messy,
Yeah, it's
which is
not
nice.
bad.
It's a little styled.
But then he had the nerve to have a mustache with it.
Yeah.
That makes it worse.
Like you're doing
Yeah.
too much now.
Y'all blowing that out of proportion. He doesn't look bad. It's not as aggressive as like you would see in high school baseball players, like shaving the sides.
Oh
of their
my
heads and
gosh.
all
Ooh.
that. This is like a
No.
simple, toned down kind of mullet.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. And his mustache isn't as egregious as you would think. It's not like it's super thick, like porno white guy mustache.
Okay. There's some people that look good in it, and there's some people that don't.
Yeah, I didn't like Timothy Chalamet's outfit. It just was giving like frat boy.
Oh my gosh.
Compared to what he's worn in the past, I felt like he was playing it safe.
Yes.
He was definitely playing it safe.
And he was playing it safe after that comment he made, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah. Because what do you
comment did he
mean?
He said, like, in an interview, he was like, oh, like, nobody cares about, like, the theater and ballet and opera anymore. Like, it's boring. No one cares. But, which is crazy because that's how, like, he got into acting was through theater and ballet. So
He is a uncultured swine. That's
Exactly.
why he lost out on the role of Spider-Man to Tom Holland, because Tom Holland had a ballet background.
yeah.
So
And
I
I
just
think he had a
know
musical background, too. Yeah.
I know that haunts his dreams every night.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he lost to it because
Because he could never.
He
Never.
could never play Spider-Man to the way Tom Holland has.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for the new Spider-Man
Oh my gosh,
movie.
it's gonna be so good with
Yeah.
Sadie Sink.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what role she's playing.
She's like she's like the mind person, right?
I have no idea.
Y'all said that Sidney Sink is in
No.
Spider-Man?
Sadie Sink.
Sadie Sink.
Oh, okay.
Not Sydney Sweeney.
Oh.
If she was, I would have been like, no.
I was going to say, because her performance in Madam Web, I didn't watch it. I just seen clips.
You don't want to watch that movie.
I was already skeptical.
Isn't there 2 of them on Netflix?
A Madam Web?
Or there may just be one.
I think it's just one
it's
that
just
came
one,
out like 2 years
but
ago.
it was bad.
Oh, that movie was so bad.
It
Like,
was
I hated every part of
bad.
it.
Like, it was so bad. I've never seen collectively every Marvel fan agreed to not even like have that brought up in conversation or put it in the timeline. Like, collectively, it was that bad.
And it was just like, it was so random. Like, the whole storyline was random. Like, nothing was like piecing together.
It was as bad as Morbius, and that's saying something.
Exactly. It might have been worse than Morbius.
And Morbius was bad.
Yeah.
And if something is bad than Morbius, then
It sucks too because it's like a woman. It's a movie like completely about women. It's like, how are you gonna do that to us, girl? Did you guys watch the Oscars?
No, I looked at the results the next day.
I saw a little bit.
That's what I always do.
I watched a little and then I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I watched the Oscars all the way through. Even I wanted to watch it because Zendaya and Robert Pattinson was announcing the awards, and then they finally did the first it was a new award for the casting directors.
Oh yeah,
It
that
was the
a new
casting
one.
directors, and of course the costume designers, and then there was another new one.
It might have been something to do with animation.
I think it was.
I can't remember.
Animation, and I think it was animation, and then K-pop Demon Hunter had ended up winning that one.
Oh
That
yeah.
one was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, best
Deserved.
animated film.
And then I also seen the Sinner's performance. That was
That was
was
life
banging.
changing.
It was banging.
And then just to see that Missy Copeland came out of retirement, had a whole knee replacement surgery, and still was doing it. Like, she was in her prime career. That just sent the performance over the edge.
And I know Timothy Chalamet was sitting there like
Oh,
You got
yeah.
goosebumps.
quivering.
And the karma was that Marty Supreme didn't win no Oscars.
Yeah.
So
Which good.
the universe kind of said, okay, you said theater and ballet was going out of style. This is your karma.
Yeah.
But then again, he has the rest of his career to win an Oscar, so he'd be fine.
Yeah. He'll live.
It's not the end of the world for him.
No, it's not. And we'll be back right after this break. And we are back live on Hawk Radio. You're listening to the Barbershop on Live 365. We just talked about an incredible debate over fashion at the Oscars, and now we are going to kick it over to AJ with the sports update.
Man, if y'all saw what happened I think it was not last night, but Sunday, man, UCLA put belt to that rear end to South Carolina. I'm more surprised South Carolina didn't play as well as I thought they would. They got beat 79-51. They shot...
Ooh.
Dude, it was bad. UCLA dominated from Jump Street. They never trailed at the end of a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
They led, I think, at 30 at one point. Over the entirety of the game, South Carolina, they shot 29% on the game from the field, 13% from three-point range, and then 76 from free throw range for South Carolina. While UCLA shot 43% on the night, 42% from three, and then 84% from free throw line. Not to mention, they out-rebounded South Carolina. They played better defense than South Carolina. UCLA had the best game plan going forward. And then going into the game, all of UCLA's seniors scored their last 170 points going into the game. The seniors showed up and said, we taking this game over and we going to win. Because all those seniors have been there, except for Lauren Betts, if I'm not mistaken, transferred there her junior or sophomore year.
I thought it was sophomore.
Yeah, I know it was a year after Kiki Rice's freshman year. And Lauren Betts has been with them since then. But that core group has been there as a team for at least 4 years.
So they know how to work together and they know how to get stuff done.
Oh yeah, especially after last year's elimination in the Final Four. They knew what they needed to do to get back to here.
Yeah.
And this was UCLA's first time in a national championship game. And they won their very first national championship game, which makes them the 8th team in the last 30 years to win their debut national championship game. UCLA this was a storybook game for them. One, it's the first championship game ever for UCLA. And because their last championship game, I guess you could say, was back in 1978, but there was no NCAA at the time for women.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
A long time ago.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
They were still competing, I think, wasn't they still competing in the men's league until the W?
They were competing in something called the ALAW. I'm not really sure what that means, but that was their last national title was in 78. And so they won their first NCAA national championship on Sunday, which for them is crazy. And it was the third largest margin of victory for the game.
Third. Oh.
Dude.
I mean, with a 98% lead average, I bet.
Yeah. At the end of the first, they led 21-10. Then they extended the lead at halftime, 36-23. At the end of the third, they led 61-32. And then they won by 28 points at the end of the fourth, at the end of the game. Dude.
It's like South Carolina just gave up completely after that. Not really gave up because it seemed like they really wasn't even trying.
Yeah.
Which is
They never got the chance to give up.
No.
They weren't doing anything.
They put all their effort into beating UConn. So by the time they got to UCLA said, we're going to cakewalk this team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They cakewalked them. It was bad. The score doesn't do the game justice because at a certain point they took their seniors out at the end of the game, obviously, because they were up by 20, 30-something points. But then also Lauren Betts didn't play the entire first quarter because she was having throat issues. At one point, her jersey got blood on it, so she had to switch her jersey. So their star player, who won the most outstanding player of the Final Four, wasn't even in for all.
What?
All maybe 60 minutes of the game or however long the NCAA championship game was, and they still got beat. And the thing is, she didn't even score the most points. The person who scored the most points was Jaquez, if I'm even saying that correctly. Had 21 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists to go along with Lauren Betts' 15 points, 10-something rebounds. It's dude, all the seniors scored last night too in that game. So every senior got their points and contributed to the win. And the only person who showed up for South Carolina was Tessa Johnson. Raven Johnson ain't show up. Joyce Edwards ain't show up. Dude, and you could just see Dawn Staley she looked defeated on the sideline at a certain point. It's dude, there's nothing they could do to really slow down or stop UCLA. At one point, they tried to full court pressure them, but UCLA, I think after 1 or 2 possessions, figured it out how to get the ball up court. But it was bad. Yeah. UCLA knew exactly what they were going to do walking into that game. They had their game plan set, and so they just stuck to their game plan, and you saw what the end result was. It was a national championship.
They locked in the clock out.
It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to pressure UCLA purely because how easily they can read their opponents. And once they read their opponent, they can switch up their game plan just like that, or like tweak something. And all the girls work so well together, so where it's moving like one machine. So
Yeah.
I do have to give them some sympathy points on that, because you did try, but like it's hard to pressure. It's hard to pressure a team like that.
Yeah. And a lot of people are going to say, and going into the game, obviously, I would talk to my parents about it, see what they were feeling. Because obviously, they've watched South Carolina and Dawn Staley since she started coaching.
Mm-hmm.
But going into the game, a lot of the people are going to say how they're going to hold Lauren Betts, right? Because Lauren Betts, contrary to belief, she's a big girl. Like, she's tall, she's big, she got some size to her. But South Carolina was able to hold UConn's, I want to say Sarah Grace, or if I'm even saying her name correctly, was able to hold her to a decent amount of points. And so they think, oh, they're going to be able to probably do the same thing with Lauren Betts. Lauren Betts said, nah. She went up, man.
She's a
She would get
bulldozer.
yeah,
She said, nah, eat it.
because Joyce Edwards, she's tall, but she ain't got the size or the strength to sit there and put an elbow in Lauren Betts' back and back down. Lauren Betts was backing her down. She was hitting her mid-range. She had just everything going for her that night. And they couldn't stop her. But then at some point when Lauren Betts would be in the paint, they'd sit there and drop two to try and guard Lauren Betts, which would leave someone open beyond the arc. Be the Kiki Rice, Jaquez. And these guys were hitting their shots. There was not a time where you thought they didn't have the ball just in their favor, just dropping in the net. They had their shot all night. They had their feel all night. And then defensively, South Carolina couldn't figure out what UCLA was doing defensively.
Oh, yeah.
They kept constantly turning the ball over. They were getting their pockets picked. They're trying to do these over like half court passes, and they would get picked off. I'm like, dude, at
You
some
gotta start
point,
playing right.
it's not even
Right.
that. I think it's just they got more flustered because if you looked at it, a lot of their seniors went into the draft last year, so the only ones who really returned were Tessa Johnson, Rava Johnson, and Joyce Edwards. So then it looked like you probably had a lot more freshmen on the court this year, which is still impressive seeing that the freshmen got to the national championship game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Props.
But the way they played, they definitely could have played a lot better. And you could see Tessa Johnson on the court. She was getting frustrated because she had like probably the team's 20 points in the first quarter or first half. It's like you could see she was just getting frustrated. And she had the most points for that team in the paint, and she's not even the big. She was like their guard.
Right.
She's just driving, getting in the paint, and scoring.
And for a
so-
guard to have that many points,
in the paint, which is
That's what I was
insane.
about to say.
that even though I'm not saying that guards can't get in the paint and get points, it's just not typically something you see for a guard to get that much points. It's
Or have
typically
all their points in the paint.
it's typically more either your
That says a lot
3-point
about the
shooters
team.
or
Yeah.
like what I'm trying to say is other people on the team who you see that gets more points and not just the guard. The guards you see, it's like I wouldn't say like a rare sight, but it's like every once in a while.
Yeah. It's more rare, I think, in today's game because everybody wants to shoot the three because of Steph Curry and all those guys. But the game itself was a lot more. It was definitely a blowout, but you could see the potential in the South Carolina team going into next year.
Definitely.
So
And we will be back right after this break. And we are back live on Hawk Radio. You're listening to the Barbershop on Live 365. We just talked about an incredible debate about the NCAA women's tournament, and now we are closing out with entertainment.
It's a good year to be a film buff, and also it's a good year to be any type of like nerd fan from Star Wars to MCU to DC
to A24.
That's all coming.
A24.
Oh yeah, A24 is coming out with a lot of good movies, but I'm gonna save that for later because right now, currently, April got some really heavy